Dana Abercrombie, the Koalition. Hello, Greg. You are the set art director. And so what I was wondering is this takes place a majority in space. And so as the set director, what is it the tiny details that even we don't really pay attention to that you are really involved in?
Oh yeah, I mean, our world is a world of details, right? So, I mean, we're constantly making stuff that we want to look real on screen, even if characters are not actually using it, because we have the very kind of like Angus is very interested in having a movie that feels cinematic and expansive, right? And so, my job, the part of my job that I think is really fun, is getting to craft a world that looks like it expands beyond the boundary of the camera, right? So you get all of these details and little things in the background or over here that this ship or this hangar bay is open and you can kind of see stuff going on in it. You kind of want to go there, right? And that's kind of all about adding detail into areas that like evoke a sense of a bigger world around you, even though you don't get to see it. And that's kind of, I think one of my favorite things, it's the thing that I love seeing in movies, is creating a sense of expansiveness and scope, and that hopefully you can go and explore through some other way later on.
Right. Now, I know that a majority of the team got to go to visit NASA. And so I was wondering, what are the details or what are some things that we as normal people here wouldn't really expect to see either in bunkers or when they're traveling? How does that work?
I mean, it's the interesting thing about it is like, you just walk around the halls of a place like NASA, and of course they have like bulletin boards and mini fridges and water, like the same kind of stuff you have around your office. And you're like, of course they have that, right? But you don't really think about. You think about NASA, you think about like cool rockets and giant neutral buoyancy labs that are pools the size of several buildings, and spacesuit, like overhaul rooms where they're kind of putting this stuff together. You don't think about the mundane stuff of like, what does their cafeteria look like what does the office and cubicles look like? And that is the kind of thing that is like, when we were there, it's funny that like the astronaut Tom Marshburn, he was chuckling at the fact that we were nerding out as much about all this boring crap that you see everywhere. But it's like, what is on the bulletin board of an astronaut's bulletin board? I want to see what kind of notices and memos are on that board, because if you can kind of get some of that real world flavor into the boring stuff too, it just makes for a richer environment. It was very interesting.
Right. What was interesting about Buzz's room when he's not traveling was that it kind of seemed a bit bare. Would you say that did you work directly with the writers to find out what the personality is and then design from there?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, very much so Buzz's apartment, it's very much this kind of like prefab thing that everybody has a similar floor plan. And of course they go and make it their own, right? Like every person who lives in there will kind of add their own things. But Buzz, he's a very mission focused guy. And he's also a person out of time, right? Where he is not spending lots of time socializing and getting to be a part of other people's lives. And so his living space kind of reflects that there is an emptiness kind of to his existence right now, which is kind of why Socks is there, so that he has somebody that he can communicate with. But the apartment is very much a space that is trying to evoke and heighten that sense that Buzz is kind of adrift in his own space, because of the nature of his mission.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I love the movie.
Oh, Dana, thank you so much. It was so great to talk to you. Wish we had more time, and I hope you enjoyed the film.
I did. Thank you.
All right. Have a great one.